So I got a couple things here that was waiting for me when I got home, and these are from Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And I think I'm only awaiting 3 DVDs from Amazon right now, so it's not going to be a huge surprise which ones these are. But let's see. First is, yes, 2.5 Men Season 10. Yeah, probably a lot of people right now will be like, dude, why would you buy that? But well, I bought Season 9. Was a little skeptical, of course, because I had heard people did not like the addition of Ashton Kutcher. But I enjoyed it. I mean, it's I don't have much to say about it. I just enjoyed it. It's comedy, and I enjoyed it. It's fun. So I got another season. I think I might know what this is out of the other two. Might be another TV show here. No, it's not actually, but that's good because this one I've been wanting to see a little bit. Well, this one I'm really excited to watch. It's the Burma special, Top Gear, their great adventure in Burma. Yeah, this is on Blu-ray too, but I've gotten all the other ones on DVD. So anyway, yeah, if you don't know Top Gear, it's well, it's a British series where they basically talk about cars, and they do various tests with cars, and they see which ones are best, which ones are worst, etc. I don't know. I really only like the episodes that doesn't have that much to do with cars, because I've said this a few times before, but I'm not interested in cars at all. But these are fun for other reasons, and in this one, basically a 2-hour special where they do various well, they travel through Burma, I guess. It's a bit of a challenge and an adventure, and they talk about the cars they drive. In they talk about the cars they use for the adventure, but also a lot of other stuff happens. So it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, that's just 2 comedy titles for now. Yeah. I'm about to watch Top Gear the Burma special. Yeah, I'm gonna have a large dinner and watch some Top Gear. This might not be traveling through Burma in the same sense as the other ones. The other Great Adventures has been traveling through whatever part of the world it is. This one might mainly focus on building a bridge. It says here, the bridge on the river Cock. Excuse my language. But yeah, so maybe the episode is mainly about the building of the bridge. Either way, it's gonna be fun to watch, and I'll be sure to talk about it a little bit after. Could also show this one. I was at a second-hand store today. I found a sealed copy of Storytelling by Todd Solondz. It says John Goodman there in big letters, among others. I think Paul Giamatti is in this too. So I just thought that I would show that. I'll check that out eventually. But right now I'm gonna watch the Burma special. Alright, so I finished watching it. It's actually been a few hours and it's pretty late, so I gotta be quiet. But I don't really have that much to add. It's fun as always. I think if you like the other Great Adventures by Top Gear, or but you haven't seen this yet, you should definitely check it out because it's in the same vein. It's just like the other great adventures. It's a lot of fun. Could also just add that they do go through Burma and then into Thailand, where they build the bridge. And the whole thing is 2 hours 15 minutes, so it's a long feature. And it's like the last half hour is the actual building of the bridge. So the main portion really is the travel once again, which is good because I love those parts, and a lot of fun chaotic moments on the road, and yeah, that's it basically. Anyway, I'm going to bed now, but we're gonna skip that and go right to the next unboxing. Well, it's a new day. I've been grocery shopping. Excuse me if I'm not very energetic right now. I suppose I never am, really. But feeling a little bit under the weather today. But I was just grocery shop. I was just over at the grocery store, bought some groceries. But like I've said before, on very close by, pretty much the adjacent building, there's a thrift store kind of place, and I usually stop by there these days. I've started doing that about once a week, which is pretty much as regularly that I go to the grocery store. I mean, I go grocery shopping about once every week. Anyway, and their movie section is not very big there, but they always seem to have some new titles. Each of the times that I've been there now recently, I've picked up something. So yeah, there's the mini haul. This is how it looks when I do the videos. Very exciting. But let's put the camera on the tripod. And there we go. So, not a big haul. The first time I was there I picked up a bunch of movies, and then the three remaining, or yeah, one time I picked up one DVD, one time one DVD and one book, I think. This time it's 2 DVDs and 1 magazine. Yeah, so let's see what it... Yeah, you can actually see the magazine there. I guess I could start with that one. It's Close-Up magazine, number 109 for April 2009. This is a Swedish hard rock metal magazine. This was only 2 crowns, 2 Swedish kroner. Extremely cheap. And I bought it because my favorite band, Hardcore Superstar, is in it. And I just looked around. Actually, I looked at these magazines, with that very intention to, or to hopefully find some magazines featuring my favorite band, because I love reading about them, and So yeah, you can see some other good bands here too, but I mean, yeah, they are 2 crowns. I think a US dollar is about 6.50, so I could get 3 of these for $1 US. Very cheap. Basically 33 cents each, if you want to look at it that way. So I could have just picked up all of them, and there wouldn't have been a dent in my wallet. I mean, they're so cheap. But I decided only to buy the one with my favorite band. Anyway, getting some slight stomach ache right now, but that's okay. We have Pet Sematary. Never seen this one, but I was happy to find this for 10 crowns. We'll probably check this out tonight, actually. It's one of those movies that I've always heard about, and the cover is just so familiar, but I've never seen it. But yeah, Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Who directed this? Mary Lambert. I've never heard of. Sounds like a woman. I've never heard of her. And then the last one, a movie called Women in Love. A Swedish title would translate to When Women Make Love. They decided to change it for some reason. But yeah, we actually watched this as a homework for English class last year. But I remember not liking it. But our then English teacher, he was also very much into movies. He loved talking about movies even during class. And he let us watch 2 of them, I believe. No, 3. But 2 of them I thought I didn't like them at all. But I was thinking that maybe I was being unfair. I was thinking it might be a little silly, but I was thinking like, well, there might be a possibility that I didn't like it as much just because I watch it for school. It doesn't feel like I watch it because I want to, and that maybe makes it worse. I mean, maybe it will be more enjoyable if I watch it when I feel like doing so myself. I don't know. But I'm not really planning on watching this anytime soon, to be honest. It was just so cheap, I didn't expect to find it there. They actually had 3 copies of some reason. But I figured I'll pick it up, and then sometime in the future I'll give it another, another go. It's you've probably been able to see what actors are in the movie. It's from 1969. And yeah, like I said, I did not care for this. I remember watching it on YouTube though, not really having the YouTube window up at all times, doing other stuff while the movie was just playing. So I feel like I've not given this a fair judgment, if you will. I don't know, but I'm gonna check it out again eventually. But for now, it's gonna hang around in my collection until I feel like watching it again. But this one, gonna watch this tonight. Gonna read the article about my favorite band, and that's it, I guess. So yeah. Cozy, cozy. I never put the blanket on completely like this, but I really am not feeling great. Maybe the horror movie will make me feel better though, or maybe it will make me throw up. We'll see. We'll take one thing at a time. No, I doubt that I will throw up, but yeah, it's actually right after I filmed the the unbagging. I didn't see any point in waiting. I don't watch a whole lot of horror movies these days. Of some reason, I just don't. So yeah, I'm very excited to check this out. So I'll be back in 1 hour and 38 minutes and update you on what I thought about it. An hour, 38 minutes and 23 hours approximately. Yeah, it's the next day actually. Didn't really feel like filming anything yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about the movie Pet Sematary briefly, and which I realized when I watched the movie that it's misspelled in the title too, just because it's misspelled on a sign in the movie, which is very clever. But I don't know. I can't say that I'm a big fan of these movies. There are a lot of fun stuff in this movie. A lot of, well, some cool visuals and a lot of yeah, like I said, fun stuff. But it is so all over the place. I mean, to me, it makes no sense. I know I'm criticizing this about things that maybe are obvious, but I just can't seem to look past them. But they just throw in all of these horror cliches and plot devices and steps in the plot, and very clumsily. And a lot of it, like I said, to me doesn't make sense. Like, for example, what the hell did Zelda have to do with everything? I just couldn't figure that out. But anyway, I didn't like it. It's very much part of it's from 1989, so it's in the late 80s, but I still feel that it's very much part of the 1980s horror movies. It has that same sort of style and feeling to it, even though it's from the late 80s. It's from 1989. And I'm not saying this about 80s horror movies overall. There are some good stuff, obviously, but just a lot of horror movies from the 80s that a lot of people like, a lot of film buffs like. I just don't really, I just can't really get into. Like a lot of slashers, for example. This is not a slasher. This is a supernatural horror movie. But I don't know. Maybe the book works better. I read a review with someone saying that the book does work better. Some of the things that in the book you can use your imagination for, in the movie it just doesn't work as in the same way, or it doesn't work at all. It's hard to pull off visually, or I guess. I don't know. Yeah, did not care for it, unfortunately. But yeah. Alright, so I guess that's it for this video, or this collection of clips. But yeah, that's it.